Hey guys, this is Josiah here. Welcome to the first episode of Josiah's Grape Reviews 2022. Let's go ahead and get on with it. We'll be talking about the Clash, all the heats, the LCQs, and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. First and foremost, yesterday was practice of qualifying, and we saw the Gen 7 cars, we saw the new cars, we saw them race on the LA Coliseum. It was pretty eventful. Chase Elliott won. It was the fastest in practice, and then in qualifying, Kyle Busch won the pole. Um, and then today was the started with the heat races. There was 4 heat races, and the top 4 for each heat advanced. And basically the theme here was if you won the pole for your heat, you won the race because legit the driver who won the pole led the entire race and never looked back. Literally never looked back. Kyle Busch started on the pole for heat 1, won the heat. Um, Heat 2, Tyler Reddick started on pole, won the heat. And then Justin Haley, Heat 3, started on pole, won the heat. Um, and then Heat 4, Joey Logano started on pole and won the heat. It was literally eventful. Um, so sorry. I just had to think. This is my third take because all the takes I cannot think. So next was the LCQ. There were 2 races for the LCQ, and the top 3 advanced for each. Martin Truex Jr. had the provisional spot, and he chose to start 23rd in the main event, so he was locked in there. Kyle Larson was also locked into the main event before anything happened because he finished first in points in 2021. So there were, like I mentioned, there was 2 heat races, or LCQs, I meant, which are last chance qualifiers for those who did not make it into the main event even the heat races. They went to the LCQ, and they had their last chance to qualify for the main event. He won LCQ. I'm sorry, I keep getting those mixed up. LCQ won. Denny Hamlin won it. And then LCQ 2, Ty Dillon originally won it. But then NASCAR caught him for jumping the last restart, and then they penalized him. And Harrison Burton, who originally finished 4th, he then moved up to 3rd. So Harrison Burton was in the clash and not Ty Dillon. And also, not to leave out of the way, I forgot to mention this. In the first caution didn't come out till Heat 4 with Ty Dillon getting stalled and then Austin Cindric spinning. And then Heat 1, I believe Eric Almirola got into the wall and his day was done. Heat 2, excuse me. I believe that Kurt Busch spun and then Bowman got spun. Cindric got spun Cindric spun like 70,000 times in this today. It was wow. He just didn't have a good day. Notable drivers though missed the main event, including, like I mentioned, Kurt Busch. Brad Keselowski did not perform well at all. He missed the main event. So some champions that missed the main event, which is kind of shocking. So then it was on to the main event. With 23 drivers, in the main event. Kyle Busch started on pole. And he led the first, I think, lap or 2, and then Tyler Reddick took the lead, and then he led until lap 54 when the caution came out for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He spun around, and so in the heats, LCQs, and the main event, if the caution came out, the caution laps do not count, and so there was that. And also, I should mention that for the heats, there were 25 laps for each heat, and then the LCQs, there were 50 laps each for each LCQ. And then the main event was 150 laps. So just in case you're curious. So anyway, so the caution came out and the laps froze because, like I mentioned, the caution laps do not count. And then that's when things started to get a little crazy. Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, who was the leader, all 3 of them had similar Gen 7 issues because there's still little errors to fix because this is new. This is the first race of the Gen 7 car, so still little errors to fix here and there. And all 3 of them got knocked out. It sucks, especially for Tyler Reddick. He literally led the first 51 laps of the race and then was out of it by no fault of his own. So then the green flag dropped and Chase Elliott spun around. He was 7th, and then he spun around again by himself. He appeared to have wheel hopped or something. I don't know what happened there. And also Stenhouse spun by I think he got a little help from Harrison Burton there. So there was that. So then the green flag dropped. And then so another thing, I keep. This is why I've done 3 takes. I keep forgetting about stuff. And then they start coming back to me. Before the race, Pitbull actually performed, which was pretty exciting. And then at lap 75, which was halfway point of the clash, NASCAR would stop the cars for a mid-race break, and Ice Cube would perform, which was also pretty good. Kyle Busch, who basically he led the most of the laps in this race, in this clash. He was continuing to lead. He led during the mid thingy. Then the green flag continued, and I'm trying to think of what happened. I think the next thing that happened, I think Blaney had an issue, and he appeared to have gotten help from Eric Jones, and he was not upset. He threw his Hans device at him and stuff like that. He was not happy, and then they restarted, and then about a lap later, Justin Haley had a great practice. Was fast all throughout the weekend. There's some notable drivers up there like Justin Haley. I mentioned he was fast. Daniel Suarez was fast, and Ryan Preece was fast for practice. And yes, Cody Ware. Can you believe that Cody Ware was actually fast? He was literally top 10 in practice at one point, ahead of like some big notable drivers. It was awesome. It was awesome to see these guys that we don't see up there. And it wasn't even speed weeks. It wasn't even a restrictor plate track. It's awesome. So anyways, Justin Haley, who was running third, he was running fourth. He was trying to make a pass on Kyle Larson for third. A few corners, it looked like Larson maybe got help from Byron. I think he kind of misunderstood the thingy. He kind of ran down into Haley and then got him in the wall, and Haley got destroyed and his day was done, which was disappointing because Haley could have been a serious threat for the win, for the clash win, which would have been awesome to see. The green flag dropped, and actually, I should mention before that, Kyle Busch was leading before Haley got the restart, before Haley got crashed out. And then Logano's at the outside, which was very questionable by the guys in the booth. But apparently Logano made the right thing, because when Haley crashed and the caution came out, Logano was ahead of Busch, so Logano took the lead. So he led the final, trying to beat the final restart. He would lead them to the green. Logano would take the lead. Busch would be second, and those two would battle for the win. Busch kind of caught up to Logano. He's kind of Busch caught up to Logano. And then he just stopped, and then he kind of fell back a little bit, which faded a little bit. Logano was with a little bit lap traffic. Bubba Wallace there at the end, but at the final lap, Bubba kind of missed the turn and kind of let him out of the way. But in the end, it was still Joey Logano who took on the checkered flag. Joey Logano wins the 2022 Busch Clash, the first ever race for the Gen 7 car, and the first ever race at the LA Coliseum. And Busch comes home just short in second. And I think Austin Dillon got third, and Eric Jones got fourth, which was awesome to see. Again, they're not really underdogs, but like these aren't champions. These are like young champions who have had like solid careers, not like champion career. Yeah, I don't know. I think you know what I mean. Maybe. Anyways, Logano won, Busch second, and then yada. Another thing, because again, these things come back to me. There were a lot of grand marshals for this race, like Jeff Gordon, and then like NFL stars Reggie Bush, Eric Dickerson, like Hall of Famers, and then they all gave the command for the grand marshal. Jeff Gordon lit the torch to get that little thingy that they have at the LA Coliseum. They got it lit up, which was awesome. And I think that was basically it. So yeah, that was the Clash. Next, NASCAR goes to Daytona, and the duels are on not this Thursday, but next Thursday, and then next Sunday is the today's Sunday. Not this Sunday after this Sunday, but like the Sunday after that, February 20th. Okay, let's just make it easier. February 20th is the Daytona 500, the 64th annual Daytona 500, I believe. So. Yeah, so Daytona Speedweeks is coming up. You can't really count the Clash anymore because it's at the LA Coliseum, the LA Daytona Speedweeks. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically it for Josiah's Grape Review. It's the first one of 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash like, subscribe. hit the notification bell. Yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video I decide to post. See you guys. Bye.